After sweeping the road trip 3-0, the Celtics come home and face a red hot Clipper team, like I stated in my previous video. This video today is specifically dedicated to the one Clipper fan that exists and decided to follow me and then troll me because I didn't get out a recap video fast enough to their liking after me being physically at the game that just occurred. So this is for you. Open up your ears. I am a Clippers fan. I like half the team. I am not someone that is irrationally going to talk shit. Just saying. The Celtics sucked tonight. They were getting blown out by 36. They lost this game by 19. Second time now this year being held to under 100 points. They lost this game 115-96. The Clippers now improve to 30-14, 5-game win streak now for them. The Celtics snapped their 3-game win streak with this loss, and they are now 35-11 on the season. The starters didn't even go in at all in the fourth quarter. This is now their second loss at home back-to-back. So they went from being 20-0 at home to start the season to now 0-2 at home since. And I just want to give a huge shout out to the Clippers, because not only are they a geriatric team where they are past their prime, this is their last shot at making any sort of playoff run for Kawhi, Paul George, James Harden, Russell Westbrook. Love them to death, but they were good back in mid-2010s, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? They are experienced future Hall of Famers on that team. So of course they're going to fight and get up for the best team in the NBA and the best team in the East. However, I was not expecting this much of a fight from the Los Angeles load management Clippers. I actually was predicting that at least one of their big four would have sat. But that didn't happen. And I was actually very impressed and very proud of them because they are known for load managing that whole team. And coming off of a traveling back-to-back, just beating the Raptors not even 24 hours ago, I think that the Celtics took them very lightly. Also, not having KP is clearly a huge deficit. So there's nothing more I can say than great job for the Clippers. They are fourth in the West, and they look really good. And I'm telling you, I like all those players. So I don't hate on their team. I do hate on that Clippers fan that thinks they know anything about basketball to get in my face about my Celtics team and me not telling you how great the Clippers did and how bad the Celtics did tonight. Ironically, if we're going to talk numbers, though, after the Celtics came off a night in Miami shooting 55% from three, tonight was a live and die by the three moment. They died and they crashed and burned. However, the ironic thing, identical stat lines for both the Clippers and the Celtics. They both shot 25% from three, going 10 of 40. So, kind of crazy that they both were shooting so bad from the three. But Clippers obviously came out on top and blew the Celtics out, and that is because nobody else came to play. Tatum had 21 and 11 to end the night in 30 minutes played. And the only other two players in double figures were off the bench. Luke Cornett had 11 in 18 minutes played, and then Peyton Pritchard had 12 in 21 minutes played. But Jaylen Brown, where are you, bro? 8 points. Horford had 0. Drew Holiday had 7, and then Derek D. Daddy, Block Daddy, still voting for All-Star Daddy, Bald Daddy White had 2 points, and I wore this for him to speak the All-Star game into existence. This was the backup of the outfit today because KP was out. So I'm just like, the worst has happened. But can I be upset about this as being their second loss of the season at home in January? No. Guess what? With this loss, the Celtics drop back to the 1 seed in the East. I'm not worried. I will tip my cap to the Clippers. Good job. This was kind of a trap game, even though it wasn't, because the Clippers are actually fourth in the West, and they're actually good. And if I'm being honest, Tatum at only 19 and Brown and my young squad, They have a lot more years to go. I want it to be this year. I really, really badly want it to be this year that they win the whole thing. But it's not like it's their last attempt at this. They're in their early to mid 20s. The guys that we just played tonight are like in their 30s. This is their last leg of playing basketball. But they still look phenomenal. And like I said, they're going to be in the Hall of Fame. So I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying, if this was back when they were in OKC or Rockets, yeah, they should have won a bunch of championships. Now, with all the younger competition and tough competition that there is, I don't know. But they're trying really hard to become a contender. And I appreciate their efforts. And I root for them, low-key, for the Western Conference. But I'm not going to overreact to this loss right now. I'm just not. Celtics got humbled. Celtics blew them out by 37 back in November, I believe it was, in LA. So this was their redemption game. Tice won. Tice, revenge game for Tice. Even though I feel like we've had him back on this team so many times now, he's probably one of the most recycled players that the Celtics have. I wouldn't put it past the Celtics to bring him back for a fourth time. So it's all love. Obviously, once a Celtic, always a Celtic. But it's honestly like death, taxes, somebody that was a former Celtic tools on us and has like a career game or a monstrous game against us. It's just always bound to happen. So I'm not even mad about it. I'm just like, Tice, it really hurts my heart. And why are you doing this to me? Come home to us now. But I digress. This was the first game of a 7-game homestead for the Celtics. So the comfort's at home. Hopefully they will be able to settle in after winning 3 on the road and remind themselves what it's like to win at home. Their next game is on Monday against the Pelicans, then back-to-back against the Pacers on Tuesday, but no Halliburton. Then they play the Lakers on Thursday, the Grizzlies on Sunday, and then the Hawks to wrap up this 7-game homestead on Wednesday. So until Monday, this has been Brie Marie D, Boston Bannerbound.